What's going on, guys? It's Alex aka Retro Rising, bringing you guys our Week 7 match of the ASL. The Kame's Disciples are going against the Lileepool FC and the commissioner of the league, Nico Ryan. So, looking at his team, we have a killer match ahead of us. Meowscrata, super fast and has protein. Honestly, fun fact, I also really wanted Meowscrata at the start of this league. It was actually going to be my round 2 pick. Or if I was sniped on Ogerpon, I would have picked it up. It was literally one of the mons I was thinking of at the start. And then I ended up dropping Ogerpon anyways. Besides that, though, we also have Porygon Z over here, super bulky, or can be bulky. He brought it bulky this week. But it's also very offensive with stuff like adaptability and does a lot. Also has great support too, with things like Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. Flygon over here. Flygon as a mon, I have never been able to pull off in Draft League. So, I like going against it. It's still pretty speedy, base 100 speed. Typically, you're going to see with a Dragon Dance or a Choice Scarf set. Could be a run special, gets a decent special move pool. So, we'll see what happens with that. There's a great combo right here with the Galarian Slowking with Chilly Reception that helps up Snow for the Sand Slash. That's great. As well as Hawlucha is here as well. So, with all that said, I brought Iron Boulder, Grimmsnarl, Greninja, Electrode, sorry, I forgot the name of it, Clodsire, and Berserker. With all that said, let's get into the match. Kicking things off, I start things off with Berserker as he throws in Galarian Slowking. This Berserker is very bulky. It is an Assault Vest set. It has Battle Armor instead of Tough Claws or Steely Spirit. And he's also max defense. So I didn't do much damage with that knockoff there. And then from there, yes, I U-turn out into Yuji over here. Yuji takes this triple axle, and I went for the wrong move. I clicked Earthquake here. I should have gone for Rocks. Things happen. But yeah, that Ice Shard goes off here. From here, I end up going into Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl wants to go to a Thunder Wave to slow him down. He switches into Hawlucha. Oh, cool. Hawlucha. Hawlucha takes out Thunder Wave really freaking great. Then he goes for an Encore. Gets me stuck into Thunder Wave. So now I'm like, great. I gotta switch out. So I go into Electrode, hoping to get, like, he was gonna Swords Dance and I was gonna outspeed and Thunderbolt or something. But he just switched out. So then I Volt Switch and then Chilly Reception. And now he goes Meowscrata. With Meowscrata, I go for a Spirit Break. As he U-turns out, Slowking doesn't really care about the Spirit Break at all. So that's fine. It just means it probably wouldn't go for like a Sludge Bomb or something that turn. Crunch comes out as he goes for a Chilly Reception again. Goes into Hawlucha this time though. Probably not wanting to go into Sand Slash, thinking I'm just gonna Thunder Wave it again. So, from here we go for a Crunch again as he U-turns into Meowscrata. I just keep crunching away. Encore ends right here. No. Next turn. Next turn Encore ends. But I do go for another Crunch here, which gets him very, very low. From here, I do try to go for the Sucker Punch now, but he hard switches into the Hawlucha. We're going to pause for a second. That turn was very, very important for me. The fact that he hard switched instead of U-turning there made me even think that he was Choice Scarf for a second, because I hadn't revealed that I was both Crunch and Sucker Punch yet in that match. So that's something that I remembered throughout the course of the match, and we'll see how I play throughout this whole thing, because I'm thinking, okay, that is a Choice Scarf Meowscrata right there. But Brick Break comes out Anonymy as I go for Metal Burst. Another very fun set. Like I said, I'm max defense and max HP. This was more I had to do that in order to take a close combat and one-shot back while also living rocks. Because Nico, fun fact, anytime we were talking about our teams, and I was talking about free agents, kept bringing up the fact that I don't have good removal for any hazards. So I was like, it was like metagaming. I was convinced he was going to bring some hazards against me. But yeah. So I tried to set him up so he could live that. Metal Burst to one-shot him, or even Flygon. He could survive that and one-shot it. I try to Psycho Cut here. This is a very, very bulky Hawlucha, so he survives as I get Encored and then can't do that. Now, that is very unfortunate. I'm going to pause again for a second. Because I got Encored into Psycho Cut there, and he was able to go into Meowscarada, this Iron Boulder with the booster energy at +1 could outspeed a +1 Meowscarada. So I was very scared for the rest of the match in wanting Iron Boulder to be in front of this thing, because I was worried that I would just get outspeed and die. So from here, right, Flower Trick comes out. Nanami takes that really, really great, because I am Battle Armor, so Flower Trick doesn't get its guaranteed crit. I U-turn out in front of this guy and go back into Greninja. Greninja goes to do Greninja things, but this being a max special defense, max HP Porygon, tanks it. It's like normally that would have done like 50%, 50-60%, something like that. It would have been a 2-ko. But no, with that max, he was able to survive it. From here, we go for a knockoff, get that leftovers off, which is very good. That kind of sets me up a little bit better in the late game. But Nanami over here gets that U-turn off. Try to give me a little bit of wiggle room. Volt switching out right here into Berserker, just getting knocked. Just trying to get something, some momentum, some chip, something, because this Porygon is killing me. Pause for a second. Right on that turn, I was really tempted to go into Iron Boulder there, but the only reason why I didn't was because in a max HP set, I was not a guaranteed kill. I did know for fact that it was a max HP, max special defense set from what that Dark Pulse did to it, because that was like the only way it could have survived. I'm trying to remember if it was a roll with the nature or not, but yeah. So that's the only reason why I didn't go straight into Iron Boulder there. If I had thought to bring something like Close Combat instead of Sacred Sword, then that would have definitely been my play. So, we're going to keep going here. Megami does get the kill, probably predicting a Thunder Wave, or even just wanting to get a free switch in. Meowscarada comes out, I get the Sucker Punch off, but I don't get the kill, which is a shame. But U-turn comes out as they go into Flygon. I'm a very, very bulky set, so I'm able to take that Earthquake. Max HP, max defense Impish. Was able to live that. I think I also heard it was a low roll from the set he brought, which is very nice. Grimmsnarl tries to go for a Sucker Punch to get that kill. Isn't able to. Goes for a Crunch and does big damage on this guy as he Chilly Receptions again. Yay. I swear. This back and forth is kind of getting to me. But we got Thunder Wave, at least so the Sand Slash is slowed down now. Now I'm going to pause for half a second. I don't know if an Ice Shard could have killed me from there. The fact that I Thunder Waved and outsped probably means that he went for Triple Axle that turn, or an Iron Head, so I'm guessing it didn't. But with how low I was, I don't know. But yeah, I do go for Sucker Punch for a little bit of chip as I get just knocked out. Oh, never mind. It's only does that much. But now Ice Shard gets the kill. Anyways. It just added an extra turn. Gojo gets to come in here. I wish I played this part a little bit better. Because I didn't... I'm going to pause again. I let Gojo go down against this Porygon Z here. But what I should have done is let Iron Boulder go head-to-head against this Porygon Z. And because Gojo could have swept from there. He genuinely could have gotten at least 4 kills at the end right there. Just chipping off something and then just going ham once it got its Battle Bomb boost. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. Iron Boulder takes this Sludge Bomb, absolutely no problem. Gets that knockout with Earthquakes, so now we don't have to worry about any more snow. Meowscarada comes in, and like I said, I get scared out super easily because I didn't know that he was choiced. But if I paid attention a little bit earlier in the game, he literally did go for Flower Trick into U-turn at one point. So, anyways, Hisuian Electro does get that kill. Iron Boulder comes out. Iron Boulder does not get the kill. Turns out that it wasn't even a roll. Alright, it was like, it would have lived that even without the Choppleberry. Basically, what I had needed was for him to not have Ice Shard at the end, him to have gotten fully paralyzed that turn 2, or else this wouldn't have ended. Or should have just run Mighty Cleave. Because I didn't need Swords Dance this week, so I totally could have run that. Or I could have brought it instead of the Sacred Sword. It's so much shoulda, coulda, woulda. And then the Ice Shard comes in and takes out the Hisuian Electrode. And that is GG's. So, this match was crazy. Sorry for the post-commentary. I kind of accidentally muted my mic on the original one, so I just decided to re-record this whole thing. But, yeah. With this, I believe we're like 2-5, so we might be out of playoffs, which isn't the worst. There might be a chance. There's like one world where we can get there. If we really lock it in and have someone else fumble, that's how we get playoffs. But yeah, that is about it for this match. I just have one last thing to say, and that is we did our last free agent. It was actually a Terra Captain change. Berserker did so well this week. I decided that I wanted him to be a Terra Captain instead. So Misdreavus is no longer a Terra Captain. Our Terra Captains are Hisuian Electrode and Berserker. Berserker can Terra Steel for some great damage between Steely Spirit and Terra Steel on top of that. That would do a ton. As well as Ghost and Flying. So I think that's going to be some good stuff. I was also considering like Terra Water or Terra Fire, all that stuff, but I think helping out against our ground weakness and our ghost weakness is pretty great. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. This was a great match, and I really hope we can lock it in for the rest of the season. If we're talking differential-wise, we're not doing too bad. Because most of my losses at this point are like 1-0s or 2-0s, like, you know. So we should be able to, with a couple good matches, at least get our differential into the positives, and then really get a comeback. So, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.